Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. In the last few days, I've just been hearing from a number of clients about their negative thoughts, their negative self-talk, the limiting beliefs, limiting decisions that they've made up to about themselves and the things they're telling themselves. And I've talked before about stories and the stories we create. And so I was particularly interested, it was either yesterday or the day before on Facebook, I saw a posting from a really good friend of mine, Frankie Perez down in Dallas, who has themindgym.com. And if you're down in that Dallas area, I highly recommend Frankie as a therapist. And he and I were classmates years ago working on our masters in marriage family therapy. And Frankie, I commented on how much I appreciated this posting. I asked if I could quote him, and he said absolutely. And so here's what he wrote. He says, our self-talk, the constant conversation we're having with ourselves, is between 150 to 300 words per minute. Unfortunately, as much as 77% of it tends to be in the form of negative self-judgments. When a negative thought comes into our awareness, here's what we can do. One is to challenge it. Ask yourself, is it true? Just because you think it does not make it true. Recognize that you are giving power to a negative or limiting belief and that you do not have to accept it. Number 2, practice self-acceptance. Accept yourself exactly as you are at this very moment. And 3, replace it. Replace the negative thought with a positive and empowering message. There's a part of you that is thirsting for your self-acceptance, kindness, and love. And that's the beauty of self-hypnosis, is that you take out those old cassette tapes that are playing all the old negative chatter, I'm not good enough, I'm not important, I'm too old, too young, too tall, too short, too thin, too fat, whatever our limiting beliefs, our limiting decisions about ourselves, the negative self-talks that we carry on, I'm not smart enough or good enough or whatever it is. We can replace it with self-hypnosis, or using self-hypnosis, we can replace those old negative thoughts, that negative chatter, with positive self-talk. And what's been really thrilling also in the last few days is to hear from some other clients who've learned self-hypnosis and have been putting it to use about the great successes they've had at ending that negative chatter and turning it around and giving themselves very positive messages. And that's just, to me, one of the beauties and one of the strengths of self-hypnosis, is instead of being in that out-of-control trance and telling yourself, I can't, is that it truly is about taking control of you. Getting back present conscious in your body, being aware, being present, and giving yourself the message, yes, I can do this. And years ago, Milton Erickson, who was the grandfather of modern-day hypnosis, talked about how we'd be in trouble when our conscious mind was out of rapport with our unconscious mind, and that in order to have success and move forward and achieve our goals, we need to have our conscious mind and our unconscious mind in rapport. In other words, working together. It's often that I hear clients say, I know everything I need to do to lose weight, but I ate the cookie anyway, or ate the Snickers bar anyway. And that's because the conscious mind has one thought. The unconscious mind, which is much more powerful, it overcharges, takes over, and wins. And then often what happens there, then the negative self-talk comes back in saying, see, I knew I couldn't do this. And just totally empowering the subconscious mind. And there was another quote that I came across, and I'm not even sure where this came from, but it says that people who are in rapport with their unconscious minds are in control of their destiny. And that's really what it's all about, is getting your conscious mind and your unconscious mind in rapport, being in control of your destiny. Instead of feeding yourself those old negative messages of I can't, changing that self-talk, empowering yourself, and creating a new message of yes, I can. Bringing that rapport together and using the power of your conscious mind, the power of your subconscious mind to achieve success, control of your destiny. So here at Hypnosis Health Info, if you look up there in the orange bar, you'll see self-hypnosis, and it talks about what hypnosis is and isn't. You'll see another tab over there about hypnosis demystified. But under self-hypnosis, one of the first drop-down tabs is the light switch self-hypnosis technique, how to take yourself very deeply relaxed, bring yourself back up in a minute so that you never have the excuse, I don't have time. The next one is the written suggestions that go with the light switch self-hypnosis technique and how to give yourself written suggestions. The next one is Power Minutes, which are 1 to 4 minute MP3 recordings here at Hypnosis Health Info that you can download. And I have mine on my Droid. You can put them on your iPod or BlackBerry or whatever MP3 device that you might have. And the last one is Hypnosis Suggestions, which are all the suggestions that I've used for the last 2 years in the daily blog posts. You're welcome to use them word for word, but they're really there to give you ideas on how to empower your positive self-talk. So use the tools, use the resources here. If I can be of assistance, support, call me, 206-903-1232, or send me an email, roger@hypnosishealthinfo.com. So take out that old negative tape. Let go of the old negative self-talk. Empower yourself. Take control of your destiny with positive self-talk. I'm Roger Moore, and this is Hypnosis Health Info.